Arcane Impetus, one of the new arcanes from 99. It's gonna give you 6% ability strength, 3% ability efficiency for 20 seconds for every unique status effects from abilities applied on the enemies. So, this thing, it doesn't have a limit of stacks as long as you can apply unique status effects, and it's refreshable even if it's stacked. With our Volt here, Shock is gonna apply electricity, Discharge is gonna apply electricity, so that is only one status effect type, so we're only getting one stack, which is pretty sad. But for Warframes that can apply multiple status effects with abilities such as Varuna, this is gonna be freaking insane. It applies random effects, so getting to the 13 stacks not gonna you might get in 3 casts, you might not. But here we have an amazing 78% ability strength and 39% ability efficiency with only one arcane, and that it is the trigger, the activation is part of our natural rotation with the frame. You don't need to worry about stacking or augmented killing 250 enemies. You have even more strength than augmented would give you, plus efficiency. And you don't have to worry about dying. Like, you can die, not have to kill 250 enemies again. This is just the perfect arcane for Varuna. This is so freaking good. Like, oh my god, dude. It is amazing. Other frames, such as Komei, it's amazing too. It's part of your rotation. It's a no-brainer. Side 09 can have that too, but it's a little bit more tricky to activate because it is gonna be activated by exalted weapons, pseudo exalted, so your stat stick can, if you can put enough status there, your stat stick might do the job, but it's just a possibility, not that you should do. But for Side 09, it is his exalted weapon. It's gonna do it, so we're gonna have to use 2 a lot, or maybe if you want to stack it, like shoot once, press 2, shoot again, press 2. You're gonna have to keep doing that to get it to the max stacks. But I don't really think that's efficient. For other frames, we have some that can trigger because of the exalted or their abilities. We have frames such as Citrine that can get the 6 stacks without much problem. You're gonna have maybe Excalibur with Chromatic Blade, that can be an option. We have something that people are really not gonna use, but is a possibility. It would be Revenant with Dance Macabre. Because the ability, the damage type, is based on enemy types, so you could, in theory, get a couple extra stacks there. Then, you know, Pseudo and Exalted Korra could trigger with Whip Claw, Stat Stick. Then, yeah, that's kind of where I think it stops. But what about Helmet? Could we possibly use a Helmet to get this stacked and, you know, max stacks without much problem? That is gonna be Damage Decoy. There we go. Max stacks. Amazing. Just look at that. That is just so freaking cool. But it is a very specific ability, and who knows if you're gonna like use it if you have it on your build, let's say. So yeah, it's a very specific combination. Other than that, I think that the other one good, decent ability to get you 2 stacks, which is gonna be Strings, because you apply either Impact Slash or Puncture Slash, one of those, and that's 2 free stacks for her. With her base kit, it's, yeah, you're gonna be around the 6 stacks because of that. And yeah, I don't it's because it's helmeted here, you won't be seeing it, but yeah, 36% ability strength, and for the other one, it's gonna be 18% ability efficiency. Like, on a base without having to do anything too crazy. You're gonna really have to think if it's gonna be worth putting on your build. I would rather have this on Citrine or any other build with Citrine instead of something like Molten Vigor, just because I don't have to get into my Warframe to get both efficiency and strength. It's gonna be a little bit less strength because it's 45 against 36, but this one is just part of my normal rotation, so it's not a problem. It is, for the Warframes that it works, it is amazing. It is like exceptional. But for those who don't have a lot of status available, it's gonna be underwhelming. If they were ever to add like conditionals to an Arcane, because if you could do something for this Arcane, maybe for the Warframes that don't really have a lot of different status effects available, you could reduce the timer and limit the stacks and make it so it just triggers from status effects and not unique status effects. But it's just a thought. That's definitely not gonna happen. Yeah, I really like it. I'm in love with Varun again. It feels so freaking good to have an Arcane so useful for her, and it just improves her gameplay so much because she's a freaking caster. She drinks, she drinks energy like an alcoholic, and yeah, it's just a really freaking good Arcane. Easy to trigger, no much problem to maintain. It is amazing. That's it. But for the rest, not so much. But I like it. Leave it a like, subscribe, and peace.
Till next time, friend.